back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. No.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Packers' 47-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Pierre Garçon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, boys, bring it on. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, blue 8, Mike 59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check, check.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Check. Let him know. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Winston slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And shutting him off, now open field. The 40, 30, 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Hey, let's get him some work. Let's go.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Winston now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Ready? Where's the mic? Ain't no sniper. Rush in. Rush in. He's cracked. He's checked. Switch.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
From the 36, Jackson. He finds Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
That's right, man.
First down, Eagles.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Mark Ingram. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here. He's got him in, complete, 20, touchdown, Packers. Terry McLaurin, 79 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
You ain't going nowhere. Check 31. Check 31. Pick that. Come on. Hey, watch that. Watch that. Check second.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Draw play, Ingram now. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard... There he goes, right side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Kareem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we've got a tie game here, a back and forth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson dancing to his left. He'll run it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Jameis to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
We got 4. We got 4.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Forced out to his left. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. To throw is Winston. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Throwing, Winston. Touchdown, Packers! 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Throwing on second and 14. Jackson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Finding some room at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
4 down, 4 down. Whip. Wait, trouble thing.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
It's time to play. Hey, 80's yours.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, twisting away. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On fourth down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Check safety, check safety. Switch.
Let's go, let's convert, let's convert, let's convert.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Let's go.
A give right side now to Hunt. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Winston. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Play action now, Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On second down now, it's Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 39, Winston slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season as they have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check, check. Lucky. Check, check. Kill.
Ingram again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
Hurry up. Come on. Rap. 31's the mic. Watch the back.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he finds Cook. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Pierre Garçon, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Kareem Hunt with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Come get yourself. Come on here. Come on. He don't want it. Say. Check.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Let's get it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here's Jackson. He lets it fly for... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Dietrich Wise. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
To throw again. Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
A loss of 10 yards on the play.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and a mile. On third down, here's Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but they... quickly brought down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. This is more like
Fourth down.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from the 20. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
And got his man complete. Tyler Lockett. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 83 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught at the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Terry McLaurin, 47 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Complete to Watson, the tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Past the 20. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Lamar Jackson, 44 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
You ready? Ready. Blue lady. White. 80
They run right side with Hunt. And now running right through it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hunt. He will push his way down to about the 14. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Winston. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Paul Richardson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Touchdown, Packers.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now here's Winston as his guys will line up and go for the two-point conversion.
Check 26, check 26, check 31, check 30. Even. Let him go.
Hunt gonna run for it. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Some Packer pressure, and down he goes. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dietrich Wise Jr. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Any day. Slam. Check 9.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw, Winston. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Able to slither by. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's out right at the 20.